So, this is the second class in our New Year's series. And this class and the two over the weekend are going to be more around intention and how you want to move forward in 2026. And one of the reasons I bring these themes into yoga is that when we are relaxed, we're much more open and receptive. We have much more clarity, and we can know in our bodies how we think and feel, which is something that most of us in medicine have turned off. And so, just a reminder, I'm going to teach on Saturday at this time and Sunday at this time as well. So hopefully you will all join me then. And I also am going to have to tweak up what we do in class because I mentioned yesterday I have a hurt foot, but it seems like I actually have a stress fracture in my heel. So if you see me telling you to do something that I'm not doing, that's why. And we will just modify yoga so that we can do it that way. And I encourage all of you, I hear from so many people, oh, I can't do it because I have this or I have that. You can always do yoga. You just have to change up what you do. And it's often surprising to me what we gain and learn from doing different yoga. And we wouldn't have changed it had we not needed to for some other reason. And so hopefully you will get something out of modifications over the next week or two or three. We'll see how long the issue lasts. So with that, find a comfortable seat, your first seat in yoga of 2026, and send your roots, your sit bone down. And sit up nice and tall. Grow your spine all the way up to the sky, the ceiling, filling yourself with breath and lightness. And exhale to settle into your body. Taking in another inhale, filling yourself up with good energy and breath and a fresh start. And exhaling, letting things go. And as you sit, flip your palms up to face the sky in that open, receptive position. And the question that I want to explore today is, what do you want to be known for? And it feels like a beautiful question to begin a new year with. It's a fresh start. And considering this idea of what you want to be known for. Someone asked me this question around actually my website. And I was trying to learn about SEO, which I still don't know anything about, but I really like this question. What do you want to be known for? And it made me think, well, what do I want to be known for? And potentially a question that I hadn't asked myself. It also brings up, what are you known for right now? And many of us, especially high achieving women, are known for things that maybe we don't want to be known for. We fell into things as a default as the eldest child, or as a woman in medicine, or as a mother, or a daughter, or something else. And is that what we want to be known for? And I love the corollary question of, what do you not want to be known for? For some people, like me, it's much easier to know what I don't want to be known for rather than what I do want to be known for at the start. And you can use that question of what you don't want to be known for to figure out what you do want to be known for. And this is an invitation not to think grandiose thoughts or thinking about fame, but recognizing that what you want to be known for is actually a measure of what truly matters to you, and how you want to put that out into the world for others to see. And so I invite you to bring a hand to heart and another hand atop, and think about this question. what would you like to be known for? And in a shorter realm, at the end of the year, what would you like people to know you for as someone who did X, Y, or Z in 2026? And it might be about an accomplishment, but it might be about the tone and energy with which you do things. So I absolutely want to be known for the question, what would love do? I want to be known for making decisions from a place of love and helping people heal from a place of love and teaching yoga from a place of love. I saw Chrissy here today, and I think she wants to be known around this idea of joy. But thinking, is there something that you would like people to think of when they think of you? Not that we can make them think that, but that's what we can embody and use as a filter. So what would you like to be known for? What would you not like to be known for? And as you sit here, pressing the bottom hand into the heart space, releasing some oxytocin, opening up the creativity and the spaciousness, and rub that top hand on the bottom hand, lowering your cortisol, allowing you access to some of that inner wisdom. And remember to breathe, breathing in, wrapping your heart space with breath and oxygen, giving your heart a hug, sending the breath deep into your belly, into your root, into your sacral chakra and your root chakra, that creative safety center. Letting this simply be an exploration, a gathering of wisdom with no action needed. You might flip your hands to the opposite uncomfortable hold, especially because often when we think about a question like this, it makes us a little nervous. And yet, what if the nervousness is excitement? And if the thing that pops to mind when I ask, what do you want to be known for, is an accomplishment or something you have done, you might look back and say, what kind of a person do you need to have that happen? How would you need/want to show up? How would you want to feel to make that happen? What are some of the baby steps, turtle steps, we call them in Martha Beck's coaching, to get you there? Taking in a big, deep breath and an out breath. And just sitting with this idea of what you are known for now. Are there any tweaks you might like to make for that? Any things you might be known for that you would like to be less known for or practice less? And what would you like to be known for? When people think of you, what would you like them to think about the kind of person that you are, the things that you bring to this world? And when you look back on this year at the end next year, when we do our End Well class, what will you be proud of as you've moved forward in thinking about who you would like to be and what you would like to be known for? I find this question a little bit exciting and energetic and inspiring, letting you pick and choose and modify and refine. And there's some freedom and liberation in it for maybe not wanting to be known as the responsible, efficient, hardworking one. Maybe you want to be known as the one who laughs or the one who shows up and brings some fun, or who is enthusiastic or positive or loving, or brings that sparkle, or always has a unique, different idea or way of thinking. Don't overcomplicate it. And let this be a way of reconnecting with who you are authentically and what you love and what you would like to bring to this world. And when that feels complete, taking in another big deep breath, sending it to the palmar surface of your hands and whatever handhold you would like to have. And a huge exhale. And we'll bring our hands together, creating a little bit of heat and energy as we begin the year, bringing your thumbs to your sternum and your finger pads pressing against each other one at a time. Potentially each press thinking about facets of yourself you'd like to grow and bring and be known for. And setting your intention, whatever that might be, that relates to this. Maybe it's simply to explore. There's no rush to solve it or know the exact thing, but maybe to be thoughtful about it. And when you're ready, you can lower your hands and open your eyes and just shake things out. And we're going to reach our arms out and up straight away. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms to the sky, have a delightful shimmy, and a slight arch back. Huge inhale. Exhale, round forward. Suck your navel all the way back to your spine and stretch as juicily forward as you can. Really enjoying the stretch and the space that you're creating. Inhale, coming back up, slight arch back. Exhale, round forward. Suck your belly all the way back, tight, tight, tight towards your spine. Inhale, lift up. Send your root down and your palms to the sky with a big inhale. Exhale, tip leftward a little bit. Send your right root down, tipping, stretching, lengthening. Let it feel really amazing, creating space. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, chip rightward gently. Letting this be on purpose, intentional, deliberate. Without overstretching, simply enjoying and moving forward with purpose. Coming back to center, opening your arms out wide, palms will face front, scooping things in like a big beach ball. Suck your belly all the way back, opening your arms all the way out, heart will shine forward. This idea of letting what you want to be known for show a little bit, peek out as your heart peeks out. Round forward, scooping in all the ideas, sucking your belly all the way back. And open wide, 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 heart shining like you're on the Titanic. Raising your arms up to the sky once again. Interlace your fingers. Your index finger is going to point up like a steeple. Have a shimmy. Inhale, grow as tall as you can. Exhale, tip rightward. Use the left line of your body and your core to keep you steady and centered. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, tip leftward or the opposite way. Can't remember what I said. Inhale, come back to center. Opening arms out wide. Wrap them in front in an eagle arms. Bring your palms together, thumbs together, whatever works for you. Remembering non-judgment. And bring the breath into any tightness in the interscapular spaces, into the shoulders with kindness. Huge breath in, pour it into your shoulders, into the fascia, into the muscles, into those tiny fibers. Let yourself enjoy it. Exhale, round forward. Bring your elbows to your belly, drop your head and neck round. Enjoy the stretch, creating space in the upper shoulders and back. Inhale, come back to neutral. Lift your elbows up an inch, back to neutral. Press your elbows against each other and release. Noticing these tiny, subtle shifts. Untangle. Press your arms into the side walls. Wrists are 90 degrees. Spread every finger wide. Pinch your scapula and release. Squeeze your hands and flick the water away. A whole bunch of times. Just flicking, creating some heat and energy. Come to stillness. Wrap yourself in the opposite eagle arms, the one that doesn't feel as good, or might be a little harder, or maybe you're perfectly balanced. Whichever. Enjoy your shoulders. And as you're here, twisted up in a pretzel, which sometimes we feel in life, thinking about this idea of what you might like to be known for. Whether it's an accomplishment or something you brought to the world, and dream big. Let it be fun. Martha Beck's coaching talks about wildly improbable goals, or a wildly improbably goal. And that can be a clue also as to who you would like to be and what you would like to be known for. Because it's probably not about the goal or the accomplishment. It's about who you would become and what you would bring to the world if you did that. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Press elbows against each other. Release. Round forward, drop your head and neck. Let your back open, potentially even further this time. Let your head drop fully. Huge breath in and then exhale, let it out. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height and untangle. Lowering your arms, shrug shoulders up to your ears. Pinch, 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 pinch. And exhale, lower down, let it melt. Take a moment and just notice how you feel. If you are on a block or a bolster, take it out from underneath you and stretch your legs long. Find your sit bones, move the flesh of your seat without judgment. And you're going to bend your right knee, hugging it in towards you. Move your belly out of the way if you need to. Send your roots down, sit up beautiful and tall, reach the crown of your head tall. You're going to bring your left hand to the outer right foot and stretch your leg long, enjoying that IT band, the back of the leg. Don't overdo it. Let your toes wave and flicker. Send your root down. Inhale, grow tall with breath, and twist rightward behind you if you wish. Enjoy all of the sensations. You might rock a little bit. Sit tall, tall, tall. Breathe. Send the breath down into your root. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Let it feel good. Bend that knee, coming back to center. Bring your foot over to the outer left thigh and squeeze your knee in, giving it a huge hug. Wrap your left hand around, twist rightward, and send some breath to the right hip. Sitting up as tall as you can. Allow yourself to grow tall, tall, tall. And exhale, ring it out over that right shoulder. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, let it out. Coming back to center, you're going to pick up that foot, bring it into the inner left thigh, and have a little rock for a moment. Use your belly here. Reach both arms up to the sky. Twist leftward and round forward. Reach the outer edge of the left calf or the left foot. Wrap your left hand all the way into the right hip crease and lower your head. And breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Enjoy it. You might pull a little on the foot or the calf if you have room and enjoy a shoulder stretch. Let your belly be active. This isn't a relaxation pose. Let the back of the left leg be engaged. Press your heel forward. Noticing all the things that can happen when you are intentional and purposeful. And with eyes closed here, twist it up like a pretzel, considering what you might like to be known for. Maybe even squeezing out or wringing out the old identity or the things that people know you for that maybe you don't want to be known for. I'm reminded of how we often have stories about all the people in our departments and what they're known for, what kind of person they are. Untangle, drop your right knee to the floor. You're going to lift up into wild thing. Stretching, reaching, lengthening, Press your fingers long, 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 long. Outer edge of the left foot is going to reach towards the earth. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Holding yourself up here with this right hand. Let your neck be loose. Lowering your hip down, slide down that left leg and reach over towards your toes. And once again, cartwheel your arm up, lift up into Wild Thing. Pressing your toes down. Enjoy the stretch. We're going to do that one more time. Drop your right rear end and fold over. It's kind of fun. Bringing your right hand down and lift up. Oh, stretch. Let the stretch be a huge armpit stretch all the way through your fingertips, all the way through the outer edge of your foot. Lowering your hip down to the floor. And you'll bring your right knee back into midline and stretch it long. Having both legs face forward, hinge at the waist and slide down the shins. Let your heart shine forward. Wiggle toes. And think here again about what you'd like to be shining out for other people to see. Letting your toes be engaged, spreading them wide, allowing the energy to move, and letting go of any sludge or old ideas about what you should do. Ask yourself what you want to do. Notice it's not what should you be known for, it's what you want to be known for. Sliding back up your shins to your knees, hug the left foot in, move your belly, and bring your right hand, grab the outer edge of that left foot and stretch long. Enjoy the outer left leg. Inhale, grow tall, send your root down with intention, sit up nice and tall. You'll notice a stretch in the right shoulder probably. Press your heel forward. And when you're ready, twist leftward, coming further into the pose, if it works for you. If it doesn't, modify. Use your belly to sit up nice and tall. Use your arm, creating tension, building some strength here. It's not just a stretch, wiggling toes. Twisting back to center, bend your knee, place your your left foot on the outside of your right thigh, wrap into a twist. With the twist, sit up tall and ring it out leftward. Move your belly, sit up tall, intentional and purposeful, shining out what you want to be known for. What would be fun to be known for? That's a good question. And my mind always pops back to, what do I not want to be known for? There's a lot of clarity there. And this doesn't have to be an all or none. It can be that 1%, 5% shift. Twisting back to center, enjoy a counter twist to be kind to your back. Coming back to center, pick your foot up, bring the sole of the foot, left foot into the right inner thigh. Find your sit bones, reach your arms up, twist rightward and wrap. Wrap around, right hand comes into the left hip crease, left hand to the outer right foot or calf. Twist yourself up, wring it out. Everything is engaged on purpose. Press your heel forward. Being purposeful, intentional, deliberate with your movements, with your energy, with your breath. When you feel complete, untangling, sliding up and coming into Wild Thing on this side, enjoy the stretch and the lengthening. Stretch as far as you can. Really enjoy the armpit stretch in particular. We rarely stretch our armpits. Wiggle fingers, stretch your toes long. Lowering your rear end, sliding down towards the right foot. Cartwheel over. Cartwheel back up into Wild Thing. On purpose, moving slowly and flow. Coming back to sit and stretch towards the right foot. Stretching that left armpit as you do. And once more, lift up into Wild Thing. Stretch long, long, long. And untangle into a final cartwheel towards that right foot. Coming back up to center, you'll stretch your legs long, just bang your knees for a moment, wiggle toes, and we'll flip over to hands and knees. Enjoy a cat-cow here. Send your heart forward and reach your belly up to your spine on your hands and knees. Inhale, send your heart forward. And exhale, round up to the sky, drop your head and neck. Coming back to tabletop, we're going to slide forward into Sphinx pose, letting your lower back engage and get some blood flow. The front of your hips is going to press into the floor. Tops of the feet will press into the floor. Heart will shine forward, gazing forward, thinking about where you're headed in this forward, not as a goal or a place to be, but about the energy you'd like to bring. As you look back a year from now, 2027, what would you like to be known for in 2026? Pressing the tops of your feet into the floor and the front of your hips into the floor and letting your heart shine forward. Everything engaged today. Pour the breath from your nose through your chest, through your pelvis, all the way down to your tippy toes and out the other way. Curl your toes, press back to child's pose to be kind to your back, to undo it. Stretch as long as you can. Wiggle your fingers. Coming back up to tabletop for a moment. Curl your toes and we'll lift up to downward dog. And pause here for a moment. Shift your weight from one hand to the other. Notice how it feels. And for those of you who struggle with downward dog, notice where your hands are. Your shoulders don't like it. You might bring your hands closer together or wider apart or farther forward. Pick a stance that feels good. And remember that downward dog is a hip stretch, a spine stretch. You're going to reach your hips up to the sky, pressing into your hands, lowering forehead, which takes some of the pressure off the hands and the shoulders. Let your head relax. And upside down, gaze through your legs and think about what you'd like to be known for. Upside down, the question seems quite funny. And often bringing humor in allows you to see the things that are most important to you without judgment, without the heavy layers of conditioning and other people. And it bears paying attention to what part of what you think you want to be known for comes from other people. Not what do your parents want you to be known for, or does culture want you to be known for, but what do you want to be known for? And yes, we're hanging out here a little longer. Shelly, this is for you. Walk your hands back towards your feet, coming into that forward fold, and enjoy a lower back release. Shake and sway. And on this first day of 2026, see if you can find center in your belly, in your feet. Notice the bottoms of your feet and notice where you find center. Lowering hands, you're going to plant your left fist into the earth, bend that left knee, twist rightward, roll your right wrist out. Switch sides, right fist on the earth, bend your right knee, straight your left, and roll it out. Bringing your hands back to center. We're going to walk forward back into downward dog and come into three-legged dog. Raise your right leg to the sky. A strong three-legged dog. Everything extended, everything working and holding you up. Roll the right ankle.
in both directions. Pressing your heel all the way back to the back wall. Huge breath in. We're going to bring that right foot between our hands, coming into pigeon pose. If you can't do pigeon, stay up there in three-legged dog and work on your shoulders and stretch your leg, or bend your knee and stack your hips. For those of you who come into pigeon, stay up in proud pigeon. Let your heart shine forward. Let your hip flexor open up. And for a moment here, close your eyes. And thinking about who you are and this question in a very light way. What would you like to be known for? What would you like people to think of when they think of you? When they tell someone about you? What kind of a person is that? Or would you like that to be? And are you that person? My guess is most of us are, for the most part, that person, but are there any tweaks? Or are there identities or layers on top that are other people's layers that we'd like to peel off or scrape off? Fold forward for a moment into sleeping pigeon. Drop your head. Take a big breath into the right hip. Our hips hold a lot of stuff. So send the breath there, and on the exhale, let it flow away. Curl your back toe. Plant your hands and lift up to downward dog. Pause here for a moment. Find your center here. Shift your weight. Maybe walk the dog. Maybe press into your hands and shoot your hips all the way up to the sky. Release your head and neck. Ground into your right foot and raise your left leg to the sky. An energetic, engaged, three-legged dog. Roll your ankle. Notice your elbows should be straight, both legs should be straight, everything engaged. Remember to breathe. Huge breath into the tippy toe. Gently bring that foot between your hands. Come into the proud pigeon once again. Lift all the way up and sit in proud pigeon, which is one of my favorite poses. Have a little rock. Enjoy all the sensations. Maybe massage the hip here. Let your heart and your spirit and your energy shine forward. Maybe even close your eyes and notice what feels aligned. What is that energy? Because the energy is there. It's describing it, owning it, letting it be seen, sharing it. Fold forward into sleeping pigeon for a moment, sending kindness to the hip. And when you're ready, pressing back up to downward dog, and enjoy being here for a moment. Remember to breathe, shoot your sit bones up to the sky, and taking a look between your legs in the upside down, shifting perspective, state of mind. Seeing if any different thoughts come to you here. Noticing your shoulders and being kind. Plant into the left foot, raise your right leg to the sky in that three-legged dog. Big inhale, gently bring your right foot between your hands. We're going to come up into a high lunge. And when you arrive, just take a moment to arrive and find a kind spot for your body in the high lunge. Front knee is bent, both toes face forward, reaching your arms all the way up to the sky. And see if it needs to be longer or shorter. And just take a moment here, reaching tall, tall, tall with that front knee bent. See if you can sink in a little bit lower. Bring your hands together at your heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum, and you'll straight that front knee and bend it.
This is a balance exercise. It takes a little focus, enjoying the movement, slowly bend and straighten. Use your breath. Use your thumbs pressing into your sternum for balance. If it feels like it might work, you could close your eyes and notice what happens when you close your eyes. Practicing the focus and the dropping in and the steadiness. End with the knee bent here. Pause. And breathe. We're going to shift forward onto the front foot, lifting the back foot up in the air, coming into warrior three. Make any adjustments you need to make this happen. Shifting your weight into that front foot, pressing your thumbs into your sternum, and lifting your back foot up. And if you wish, let your arms fly or bring them forward or bringing them back. You choose, or maybe they stay at your heart. And if this is a challenge for you, you can have one hand on the wall. You'll notice I have one hand on the wall because my right foot is my unhappy foot. And all of it is fine. You're going to put your weight into that right foot and slowly rise up to stand and just shake it out. Standing in Tadasana for a moment. When you arrive, take a moment to shake things out and settle. Letting yourself stand tall. And just notice as things settle how you feel. Enjoying the breath, enjoying the tingles, wiggling toes, closing eyes. And notice the energy that might be different on the right side from the left side. And noticing what happens at the default. And how so many things happen when we just allow them to. Or maybe they're habits. And what if we chose a little more intentionally? Opening eyes, reach your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers. Have your pointer finger come to the sky. Have a shimmy. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tip leftward. Letting yourself be steady and tall here. The stretch and the crescent moon tip you a little off balance, but not too much, a bit like life. Coming back to center. Exhale, tip rightward. These little modifications. Coming back to center. Noticing the steadiness you feel at center. Grow tall, a little taller like a steeple. Opening your arms out wide to a T. We're going to give ourselves a huge hug. Squeezing tight, 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 tight. Dropping chin to chest and squeezing even tighter, and rock a little as you squeeze. Let it feel good like a massage. Chin coming back to neutral, coming to steady, untangle. And switch sides. Huge hug on the opposite side. Squeezing tight, tight, tight. And exhale, release, untangle. Lowering your hands. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears once again. Occiput massage. Squeezing tight, wiggling fingers light. Let this be really a juicy, deep massage. Get any of those pinchy spots. And release, let it melt. And notice for a moment how you feel here. Things may feel energized, disrupted, lots of tingles. Just letting it be. There'll be time to let it integrate later. Opening eyes, reaching your arms out and up, a huge circle, bringing palms together, and we'll hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale for that half lift, stick your rear end out. Exhale, forward fold. Once more, sliding up the shins, inhale, let your back be flat, use your belly here. Exhale, fold forward and release. We're going to step back to plank here. Pause at the top of the push-up.
and notice how you feel. Find steady. Shifting your weight forward, lowering down chaturanga to the earth. Let your forehead land on the earth. Let the whole front body land on the earth. And notice how the front of your body feels. Notice any wisdom or information from this side, the side we often ignore. Bringing your hands by your waist, flipping your palms down so they're down on the floor, wrapping your thumbs up towards the sky. Inhale and lift up for locust pose, a little bit different. You're wrapping your arms, wrapping your inner arms, lifting up, activating your lower back. Your feet can lift up a little bit like you're flying. 2 more breaths here. And lower down. Bringing your hands back by your chest, curl your toes, and lift up to downward dog. And take a moment here to breathe. Upside down. Let things integrate and settle. Flipping things upside down, you can often see things and feel things that you don't when you're right side up. I think we describe it in our culture as a problem, but what if it's not a problem? Ground into the right foot and raise your left leg to the sky. Huge inhale, stretch to the tippy toe. Exhale, bring that foot between your hands and rise up into the high lunge once again. And take your time. Do this with kindness. And when you're ready, reach your arms to the sky. Readjust your feet once you get here. Noticing the right hip flexor, stretching, bend that front knee a little bit more if you can, sinking in. Bring your hands to heart, press the thumbs into the sternum, use the palms together to help you with balance. Straight your front knee and bend it. And we'll do this 4 or 5 times in a slow, measured fashion. You may need to engage your right glute, your left toes, and see if you can bend a little lower. And when you're ready, end with that front knee bent. And you're going to hop your back foot forward, potentially moving the front foot a little more midline. Bring your hands to your heart, shift into the front foot, and raise your back foot up to the sky, coming into warrior 3. You may spread your eagle arms, Superman arms, you decide. Do what works for you. Roll that back ankle, wiggle your toes. Engage your right glute here. Remember to breathe. Slowly rising straight up from here, bringing your right foot alongside the left, coming back into Tadasana, or mountain pose. Noticing that when you come in this way, it feels very different. Allowing yourself to still find that sense of stillness, mountain steadiness, that graceful elegance of a mountain. Channeling your favorite mountain here. Even mountains are known for certain things, certain characteristics. And as humans, we have more control over that if we wish. Take 2 more breaths, letting all of this just settle, letting the tingles go to your fingers and your toes. Standing in Tadasana a little bit longer than usual.
just like the downward dog, a little bit longer than usual. Standing upright and noticing. Usually when we're upright, we're moving, but here, can you be still and simply notice? Everything engaged. When you're ready, opening your eyes and just shake things out, that somatic shake, releasing maybe knees, ankles, whatever would like to be released. And we're going to make our way to lie down. Keep your knees bent for now and simply arrive on the earth. Once again, taking that moment to arrive and settle, just like we arrive and settle into a new year, not pressing go and going full speed ahead, but taking a moment to arrive. Notice the earth beneath you. Notice your sacrum, the soles of your feet, the backs of your arms, maybe your palms, maybe your occiput. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze, massage and rock on your sacrum for a moment. As far as you can go on either side without tipping, or maybe you'll tip and that's okay too. But enjoy that very lateral edge. Come back to center. Bring your feet into happy baby. Soles of the feet will reach to the sky. Your knees will come down towards the floor and enjoy a rock. Straight your right leg and bend it, and straight your left leg and bend it. Take another moment here in happy baby. Rocking. Notice your sacrum on the floor. As you come to stillness, wiggle your toes. Bring the soles of your feet together, heels into your groin, pressing in and releasing. Release your hands. Bring your knees together, and you're going to bring your shins to face the ceiling, reaching your arms up to the sky, coming into that reverse table. Stretch your right arm long and your left leg long, finding your center and your core. Coming back upright and switch sides. Finding steady and that inner part of you that knows all the things. Stretch right arm, left leg. Bringing it back and the opposite. Doing two more at your own pace, dropping inward and noticing the strength and steadiness and the energy about it. That inner, deeper core root energy, seeing if you can access it here. Coming back to center. Bring your hands, bring them behind your thighs, and raise one foot and the other to the sky, using your belly here. Flatten your sacrum on the floor. Plant your hands on the floor. Belly, back, hands, forearms, all pushing into the floor. Point your toes and flex your ankles. Point the right toe and flex the left foot and switch sides. Do that again. Just notice how it feels. Wiggle your toes. Bend your right knee and lower your right foot to the floor. Bring your hands behind the left thigh, hamstring. Extend the right leg long. Press the left heel to the sky and the right heel long in front. Press your hamstring into your hand. Everything engaged. Send the breath, wrap it around your heart. And exhale softly. Press that heel into the sky. You might even lift your head up here, letting everything be engaged. Lower down, relax your head and neck, bend the left foot, knee, stretch it alongside the right for a moment, noticing the asymmetry. Noticing what it feels like to be out of alignment, wiggling fingers and toes. And you'll bend your right knee, readjust your sacrum here, bring your hands behind the right thigh and reach your right foot to the sky. Press your heel to the sky and flex the left heel. Both feet engaged, press your hands and hamstring into your hands. Remember to breathe. And noticing the forced energy here. You might lift your head up, even more energy, lowering down. Bend your knee, lower your foot, and allow it to land on the floor alongside the left. Let things settle and integrate once again. Bringing your arms out to a T, bend your left knee, and you're going to roll onto the right hip and stretch your left leg long across, coming into a twist. Your left chest will open up. And enjoy the twist. You might keep your knee bent or straight. Do what feels better for your back. Notice if you're on that right hip fully, extend the right leg fully and allow your midsection to stretch, your pec to stretch, your shoulders to stretch, wiggling fingers lightly, and settle in for 3 deep breaths. Maybe coming back to that question, what you would like to be known for, or what you would like to not be known for. Even what are you known for now that you want to keep or you want to let go of? Gently rolling back onto your back, you'll bring that left foot back to the floor. Bend your right knee, re-square your sacrum here, flat to the floor, untangle everything. You're going to stretch your left leg long, roll on to the left hip, and draw your right knee over, coming into a big stretch here. Your right arm's going to shoot out wide. Your left hand can come to the right thigh or stay on the floor, you choose. Pour the breath into your belly, into your waist. Wrap your heart with it. In this stretchy spot, but relaxed. Do you have any further wisdom? Two more breaths here. Let them be delightful and delicious. Maybe let them be filled with some of the things you might like to be known for. Thinking about the people who you loved in your life and what were they known for? Maybe a grandparent or a friend, or just those people out there that you love them and you love what they're known for. What do they show up with? Coming back onto your back, bring the right foot to the floor and the left foot to the floor. Re-square your hips. You're going to slide your right foot forward a little bit. Thread your left foot between the right heel and the right glute, coming into a bit of a hip opener stretch. Your right knee is bent and you're just sliding the left foot under like it's in a tent. Send the breath to that left hip and waist and take 3 breaths. Allowing the practice to integrate. Any thoughts that came up to integrate. No pressure to do any of them. Simply letting them be seen. Untangle your left foot and place it alongside the right and slide your right foot through, opening the right hip. Unthread the right foot, bring it alongside the left. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring a hand to heart and a hand to belly, or you can do 2 hands to belly. You choose what feels good to you. And take a moment here, pondering any wisdom that has come up, or allowing the wisdom, letting the practice settle. Noticing and allowing the tingles. Literally body somatics reorganizing, resettling. You can stay here for Shavasana if you like, or if you want to stretch your legs long and let your feet flop out to the side and your palms be about 6 inches from your waist, do that. Neither is better or worse. Allow yourself to choose what calls to you. Taking in a big deep breath wherever you are. And a huge exhale, settling in for a few moments of integration, settling, allowing, letting the wisdom and awareness seep into the nooks and crannies. Shavasana. Feel free to stay as long as you like. It's the beauty of Zoom yoga or YouTube yoga. But if you feel ready, gently, very gently, begin to deepen your breath. Slowly wiggle fingers and toes. And enjoy a delightful waking up stretch into a new year, a new you, a new space. filled with some new wisdom, new insight, and new awareness, whatever that might be. Making your way up to a comfortable seat where we began. You can sit back on something or just on the floor. Let it be messy. Don't worry about it. Allow yourself to drop right back into that Shavasana-like state with eyes closed. Potentially hand to heart, but you choose. If you want hands on your belly or hands on your knees, palms open, do what feels right to you today. Might be different, and simply allow that. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today on this first day of our new year. May the invitation of the questions of what you might like to be known for, what you are known for, and what you don't want to be known for, may they spark some creativity and excitement and energy. May they guide you towards a year of more alignment, delight, fun, love, and joy. The light and love in me honors and reflects the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste.